Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Amazing Kids. It's me Ashish for today's video. As you can see in today's video, we are going to talk about Raspberry Pi 4 and we'll learn all those components and how to set up Raspberry Pi 4. So let's start. So first component we are going to talk about is this. As you can see here, this is an Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module. This white shiny thing, it's an Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module. So if you can see this is the processor. This is a processor for the Raspberry Pi 4, and this component is the RAM. This stores all the RAM and all of that. And then we have this is the audio sound output jack. You can see here this, and again this is the mini HDMI, small HDMI ports. This is the HDMI 0 and HDMI 1. So if you want to connect it with two displays, you can use them both. So here this is the power in C pin charger like port. From here you can get the power in for the Raspberry Pi 4. These both are the HDMI ports, as I said. This thing right here, it is for the display connection for the display. The display modules, we find sensors to connect them, and the same is over here. This one is the camera port. You can connect the camera modules over here for connecting the camera. And these things, I'll show you what are these. This is the USB. These both are USB ports. This is USB port 1 and this is USB port 2. So now as you can see, this one right here, this is for the mouse and keyboard. You can use these two, but the mostly preferred one is these USB cables, these both. And this one is the network adapter for connecting the network to the Raspberry Pi. If you want direct network, you can connect here, or else we also have, as I told, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module. You can also connect wirelessly with the Wi-Fi module. And then now let's see how to set up. And before getting started with the setup, these pins, as you can see, these are GPIO pins. We'll talk about them later. GPIO pins. For GPIO full form is, the meaning of it is general purpose input output. So these are general purpose input and output cables. So we'll talk about them later. Now let's see another diagram of these all modules components so that you can understand it more better. Guys, as you can see over here, as I told, this is the first component, micro SD card underneath. I forgot to tell you about it. Underneath the Pi module, you'll have the micro SD slot to slide the micro SD card. I'll show you while going. So as I told here, this is general purpose input output pins, which is short form GPIO pins for connecting electronic components. And this is an Ethernet port. You can also connect it with internet. It's named Ethernet port, and these both are USB ports. As I told you, these both are USB ports. This is audio output jack, yeah. And this is camera module port. As I told you, this was the display module port. This is the display module port. They didn't label it. Down will be the micro SD slot. This is the display module port, and this is the camera module port. These both are HDMI ports. It will be written, the small HDMI ports. This is micro USB power, C pin power in. From here only we'll give the input power. And so this is the Bluetooth module. They didn't mention Bluetooth and Wi-Fi module. This is, as I told, the operating system
main one, and this is RAM. And so now, as you have seen this main components of the Raspberry Pi 4, so now let's see how to set it up. So let's see. So for doing the setup, first you will need, can you see guys, this is a micro SD card, and you will need micro SD adapter. So Samsung one I'm using. So first take your micro SD card, fix it into it, and then you can plug it into your computer just like that, and you will get it. After plugging it, you'll have to open a website. Just a minute. So guys, you'll have to type to install it. You have to keep your micro SD card and then Raspberry Pi downloads. Just type this, then it will show you. So you will get this website. In this website, you can scroll down and you can see download for Windows. Download for Windows, click on it. Download for Mac is available. Download for of that, you can just save it anywhere and then click on save. And I'll get you after it gets downloaded. I'll show you again. It's still downloading. Okay, so guys, now you can see your Raspberry Pi. Can you see it? Yes. So if you turn it back, you will see a right over. Just a second. Yes, right over here. You can see this micro SD card slot so that you can keep the micro SD card. I'm just keeping it in. Put it in tightly, and then again you can see I've put the micro SD card in it. And next, now I'm going to show you guys. So now guys, as you can see, the things we'll need is, we'll need the HDMI port, this one. This is the HDMI port. You can see we are going to use the small port to plug it in with this HDMI one right there. You'll have to just plug it, and next you'll have to need an HDMI wire. I'll just get it now, and before that I'll show you another pro process you'll have to do. You'll have to also keep the mouse and the keyboard in it. So I'm keeping the mouse first. So this is an Bluetooth mouse. You can also use wired mouse. So I'm going to just plug it in at the USB port right there. Can you guys see? No. Yeah. So here I'm going to plug it in the USB port. So you can see I've plugged in the Bluetooth mouse, and also I'll have to plug the keyboard. I'll do it now. And you'll have to do that, the HDMI port. And here you have to give an C pin input for, you'll have to for the input power to go, and the HDMI port with the laptop, computer, Mac you're using, this HDMI port. And this mouse and the wireless or wired, over here you can connect the keyboard again where you did with the mouse, just yep here. So now you'll have to also insert this SD card as I told you before. If you haven't done it, please go ahead and do it. So this HD card you can see here, plug it in. So now I'll show you the other part to get it onto the display.
And also guys, you will find the link in the description of the website where you can install the Raspberry Pi into the SD memory card. So guys, as you can see, I've done it. So this is the HDMI port which is going into the computer. and this is the power and CPU, which is connected to the charger, and this is the mouse, Bluetooth one, and this is the keyboard. So now after doing that all, what you'll have to do is just reboot your computer, set it in HDMI mode, and then you will get something like this. So if you guys can see, I've got it. This is the Raspberry Pi 1. It's saying failed to connect Bluetooth device, error, or IRFA host is down. We can just leave it. You'll have to use the mouse which you have connected to the Raspberry Pi. The normal mouse won't work. I'm just clicking on OK. And so here, if you see this here, this is programming option. You have Gemini, Scratch 3, Thony, Python ID. You can code it from Scratch 3 also. This is internet, Chrome web browser, so you can browse in it. You can use the Chrome also in this. See, it's opening the Chrome. Yep. And as you can see, it has opened the Chrome. You can search like, let's see, will it work with YouTube? I'm opening it, just a second. So guys, as you can see, I'm now seeing YouTube. Let's see, does it work? Wait, yeah, I've connected to the network. See, yep, it's working. So I'm trying with the tutorial right here. So for the audio output over here, as you can see, for the audio, just you can see this. From here, the output jack, you can use the earphones. Like, just a second. Yes, I have these. So these earphones you can, these earphones you can plug it in it. If you plug it in. So guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it a lot, and I hope it helped you. So make sure you subscribe our channel and also like our videos. See you next time.